Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Capricorn July 24, 2022. The moon spends the day in your sign, raising the volume of your emotional needs. Still, you may want to master a project or resolve problems, and you're up for a challenge. Transits today and in the coming days help strengthen your emotional world or the conviction of your feelings. There is much to learn from a look at the layers of a given situation. You might arrive at smart solutions for issues related to home, family, debt, or support intuitively now, and a gentle, warm approach works best for the time being. Creating a sense of harmony in your personal life is paramount to you. Opportunities to grow and improve open up to you. An interesting moon awaits you. In fact, you will begin to feel it arising now to linger throughout the entire week. This lunation will energize your solar second house, which could focus you upon a significant purchase that you and your partner need to make. Watch where your money is going. However, this could also force singles and couples to assess their morals, values, and desires going forward. You could be in your feels about how you're living in alignment with them, or not. Pay attention to these details and you'll have an opportunity to shift accordingly. Do you like how you come across to others in a professional setting? Since the moon is in your sign, you may feel a little self-conscious. Instead of overcompensating through acts of bravado, take a step back to consider how you can better communicate with your coworkers as the moon sextiles Saturn retrograde in Aquarius. You can use this sextile to better your communication and active listening skills when speaking with your colleagues today. Think about how your tone, turf, and timing affect others who are part of the conversation. Sometimes you don't trust your intuition. You're not always aware that you have psychic ability. So when you get an intuitive flash, you tend to think it's just indigestion. Try to identify psychic impulses as you have them today. There could be some useful information coming in. You could pick up on a client's true motivations, sensing them in your gut. Or you might get psychic wind of some corporate changes. It will be hard interacting with people today. You overreact to the smallest things and feel completely misunderstood. It would do you good to take a step back, clear your thoughts and start tackling the arguments in a calmer way. There is a ton of masculine energy in your life today. You are surrounded by burly types who want to talk and kick back and play games, all of which you're totally up for. Why not? If the response you get from prospective dates is not always positive, consider how your approach might be improved. You may want to ask what you could change about yourself. Becoming more self-aware can help you understand what to change or at least help you appreciate another's point of view or not. You have got to try to spend as much energy as you possibly can today. You have an overflowing energy, and if you can't get it out of your system, it could well turn against you. Don't be afraid about its power to attract or repel people. Just try to see the beneficial impact it has on your friends. This ray of light coming from your personality will enlighten the day. You'll have plenty of energy on this day. A vibration is associated with the planet Mars in astrology, and there is no greater source of energy than this. Be sure that you give it a place to be directed to avoid becoming restless or bored. If you notice that you are quick-tempered or impatient, this is a definite indicator that you need to find something more active to do. Be sure to do something physical, such as working out or even a good brisk walk. Just as the Sun is spending his first full day and Mercury his first weekend in your financial sector, the dwarf planet Ceres returns for her first deep dive into your financial needs and priorities in 4 years. While the Sun and Mercury return at this time every year, and this is when the solar spotlight will always shift onto your financial situation and money matters, for Ceres to return at the same time is a rare opportunity to delve beneath the surface. It helps that you also have the support of lucky Jupiter from the start. A day after the Sun and 4 days after Mercury, the planet of communication left your relationship sector. The dwarf planet Ceres leaves today. Collectively, this leaves you with a better sense of what you want from your relationships and what they need from you, just as Venus, the planet of love is spending her first weekend here, and as she begins her mission to turn desires into reality. Our eyes in the sky. You're likely to wake up thinking that you know better than every other person alive and you have the answers others seem to lack. This is highly unlikely. The moon opposing Mercury retrograde can greatly inflate the ego and put us in the mood to tell other people all about themselves. If you advise people on how best to act today, it isn't likely to be well received because everyone else will be having these same feelings. Keep it to yourself, no matter how irritating it feels to bite your tongue. The moon in Sagittarius could cause you to put your foot in your mouth. But the moon is also in the sign of fun and celebration, which should help lighten the sour mood. The fact that you really don't know everything about everything will become more apparent as the day goes on, and you'll be grateful if you manage to keep your opinions to yourself. This energy could also have you thinking about projects that need completing. Don't hesitate to write down some of the productive ideas that come to you so you can later put these brilliant notions into action. The same applies to personal relationships. The need to have faith in and trust your friends, family, and partner can keep you from seeing the truth. On the other hand, you could see flaws you've ignored up to now. The cosmic energy is very dense, which is why it would be best to rest and retreat instead of try to connect with people. Watch a movie and take a nap instead of falling down the rabbit hole of paranoia. Rather than running from our fears, we face them head-on, clearing through stagnating psychological debris in the process. Because many of us will be asleep at this hour, this decluttering can be accomplished in our dreams, as we venture down corridors in our unconscious minds. Following this aspect's perfection, the moon falls into a short void lasting just over 2 hours, during which time we should stick to introspective territory and avoid starting new ventures. The moon in Taurus, ending its void of course. Over the next 2 days, our focus is on the big picture. Emotional stability hinges on how free we feel to choose our future path in life. Optimism is our greatest virtue or greatest folly at this time. Simply be mindful that our excitement for what is to come can have us forgetting about the details, appointments, or mundane work that must be completed to accomplish our overarching mission.